every day I go to work with the pressure that I have to prove myself. I have to prove that no, I could do this job. And I'm glad that I spoke up at the time I did. And when I spoke up, everyone respected themselves. Everyone rearranged themselves. And I'm Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra and this is Sandie's Joyful Space. I'm an immigrant nurse living and working in Germany. What it is like being a black nurse in Germany, working in a German hospital. Yes, please, I don't know, my mic is messing up today, so I just have to do this video without my mic. I will try to amplify my voice and see how I can make it work. Please bear with me. Over the past months that I've worked in a German hospital, there are things that I've come to realize. And being black is something that you just have to brace yourself up. Like, you just have to brace yourself up. So the number one thing I would say that I faced, I don't say you might face it, I'm talking about from my experience. The first thing I would say is, being a black working in a German hospital, there was always that need to, prove yourself. Let me explain, guys. From the moment I started, this whole journey, from the first day I stepped my feet in the ward, you could tell that you're already being rated. You're already being, being sized. You're already being judged in a way. Yeah, you don't even know it. You don't even realize it then and there that there is that pressure to just want to prove yourself. Prove to them that, I could do this. Like, I'm good. I could do it. So every day I go to work with the pressure that I have to prove myself. I have to prove that no, I could do this job. No, I am good at this job. It's like I have to do extra. That brings me to my next point. You have to work twice as hard as your next colleague with the same certificate, the same chance, everything in the same level, but still you have to work twice as hard because you are just trying to say something, to prove a point that no, I can do this. You don't have to, rate me because of where I'm coming from, where I studied, because, there is this distinction that those who studied here, like who went for their nursing training here in Germany, and those who did their training in Africa, we get a different kind of reception. Yeah, this one quotes me anywhere. It's just facts. It's facts. So if you are a black nurse who studied here, your reception, they might still look at it, but it's not as like the working twice as hard, I said, might not be as as high for you as we that are coming from Africa, because one, we are not really good in the language. Like, most of us are not really good in the language. You are just new to everything, and now you're not coming to learn the whole system, like the way things are being done in the hospital setting in Germany. But if you studied here in Germany, you already have an idea of, you did your practicals already in the German hospital, so you already have you already have a grasp of how things are done. You are not a JJC, and the language you've already got, a grasp of how to speak and everything. So from the point that you even open your mouth and they realize that you cannot even speak the language, like, they already size you. So the first thing is, when you come, they begin to size you first, and when you open your mouth to speak and they realize that, oh yeah, you are not even good in the language, that is it, sis. That is it. They already put you in like a level that before you can get out of that place, that box they've put you, you have to keep working twice as hard. So I remember when I came first, the language for me was a big issue, because even though I'm married to a German man, yeah, one mistake I made was we were speaking a lot of English at home, because he could speak English, I could speak English. So we were speaking a lot together in English, and that didn't, help or improve my German. I realized that I was like far behind. And when I open my mouth and say, I'm married to a German man, they're like, huh? And then, like, why didn't you make use of that opportunity? Like, I also felt bad that I didn't start from the beginning to make use of that opportunity. So when I started my work, my German was like not good at all. It was bad. It was not good. So I remember that I always had that fear to just pick the phone and even answer the call. Like when the phone is ringing, you just see me like finding one corner to go and enter. Like, I don't want to go to the phone, because when I go, the way they speak so fast, like immediately you pick that call, you just hear, I'm like, like, I didn't, like, what did you just say? Like, I didn't hear, like, nothing, because they speak so fast, like so fast. When I get to the patient side and they need help, they are, trying to relate something to me, I'm not getting it. It was so frustrating. I have to go and call a colleague who, help me out. Guys, it was frustrating. And at this point, some colleagues begin to take leverage of this opportunity that, I wasn't good in the language. And I had a situation with a colleague who actually, went out on me. He screamed at me in a patient's room with the patients in the room. So this guy went all out on me. He was screaming, insulting me. Like, guys, it wasn't a joke. And when I came out of the room, I just busted into tears. You need to see the way he was insulting me. These were not just like, oh, you are stupid or whatever. If that was the case, okay, fine. But he was actually insulting my work. Like, the only reason is because I wasn't good in the language and I was making a lot of mistakes here and there, because when you say something, I didn't get it, I might do it the other way, and then, things like that. And one big thing you need to know is most of those people, most of those colleagues I'm talking about, they are also foreigners. When I mean foreigners, they are not Germans. They are from other European countries. So you would think that these people should understand what it means to settle in, because they went through the process. Like, you should understand how it feels for someone to be going through this process. So how could you just, like, lash out on someone like that? So with all this pressure, trying to work twice as hard to prove yourself that even though I studied in Africa, I actually know, my work, I'm actually good, I can do this. For the language, I'm ready to improve, I will try my best. You're just trying to particularly tell yourself and tell everybody around you, your colleagues, everyone, that, you could do this. And they're not giving you the chance, because when you even ask questions to certain colleagues, the way they reply you, some were actually nice. I'm not saying everyone. I actually had nice colleagues who, took my hands, helped me later on along the line, and, showed me a lot, put me through, made me learn a lot of things. But the good thing was that our overall boss was a very sweet lady. Each time I had issues, that I know that, oh, this is getting out of hand, I quickly run to her. So I went to the overall boss who, I told her what happened about the guy screaming at me, what happened between me and the guy. And, she was so angry. She couldn't believe it. Like, she was so angry. So she took action, and I didn't know what I would have done if not for that lady. Like, the way that lady handled things, like, they investigated the whole thing. They went to that patient, they asked the patient questions, and the patient was, a very nice man. He was even saying he was shocked the way the guy was, talking to me. He was like, what? Is that how, we treat each other here? That they should, try to look into it. So I just thank God for everything. And immediately I reported that guy. Like, things changed. I started noticing changes from other colleagues who have been actually being a bit rude or silent, subtle rudeness. They kind of do it in a subtle way, so that you don't really see it. You don't really even know that they are doing it, but you feel it. You don't even know sometimes how to react. So I'm just so happy that, I was able to take action at that time, which I think maybe they didn't expect that I would do. And after that, they just, everybody started arranging themselves. And today, everything is okay. Like, everyone is respecting themselves. We play, we laugh, we talk. So now when they see me working, they see me, going around my work, doing the way I do my work, the way I answer the phone call, the way I now speak the language, the way things have really improved. They are like, wow, like, yeah. It's not like, it was not like, okay, I didn't know my job. The problem was the language barrier and just getting a hand of things, of how things are being done, how you guys want it to be done, like the whole German system, which is the whole reason for the recognition process. But when you come, they start judging you, they start looking down on you, they start, just throwing a lot of things at you. So you have to be the one to stand firm, know when to speak up, know when to ignore. There are a lot of things I ignored, I swallowed, and just kept pushing. And there are some that I said, okay, this is the time I need to speak up. If I don't speak up, these people will keep pushing this thing down my throat. These people will keep, treating me how they like. So when I saw the way that guy spoke to me, I know this one is not the one I will ignore. Not the ones to ignore, not the ones to speak up. And I'm glad that I spoke up at the time I did. And when I spoke up, everyone respected themselves. Everyone rearranged themselves. And I'm so glad that everybody can respect themselves. Yes. and now we laugh, we play, we joke, we talk, everything is going smoothly. That doesn't mean that even if you are laughing, you are playing, doesn't mean that you don't know when to how to create that boundary. Yeah, we laugh does not mean that we're now best friends, so come and share your secrets, so come and open your mouth, so come and no. When you're in a working environment here in Germany, you have to know that your colleagues are not your friends. They are your colleagues. Laugh with them, crack jokes, have fun, work, focus on why you are there. Don't go there and be talking, be misyanning. Focus on your job. When it is time to laugh and crack joke with them, crack joke with them. When it's time to focus on your job, focus on your job. When it is time to speak up about something, speak up about it. And know the right person to speak to also. This will help you in the long run. And please don't make it an habit to be reporting every little thing. Even as I'm saying that, know when to speak up. It's not like you'll be speaking up every 2 market days. I don't like you'll be speaking up every 2 days and just be reporting every sneeze, every cough of your colleagues. No, that will also be too much. But just know the right time to speak up if you are being treated unfairly. And also just know how to handle certain situations and know the ones to ignore. So that is how I'll be able to push myself. Do I still have challenges here and there sometimes? Yes, I do. But as I've come to study the environment, observe the people around me, I know how to handle each and every one. Because being a black person in certain environment is something else. Not talk about the patient looking down on you. There are some times that I walk into a patient's room and the next thing is they assume I'm the cleaner. Yes. There's even one who told me I entered the room, and so I entered the room to just check on a patient. Her father was also in the room because it's, as I said, 2 in a room. So I went to that patient and I just asked a question, and before I left, she was just like, oh, please, can you tell the nurse to get this for my father? Please, can you take care of the water? Like, there's water on the floor, can you take care of it? So for the nursing errand or for the medication, I think she was asking for pain medication for the father. You are telling me to tell the nurse to get the pain medication for your father, but I should take care of the water on the floor. I don't know if you get it. So for the part of the nursing job, I should pass the message. That's not my job. But for the cleaning of the ground, I should take care of it. And I was the nurse in charge of her father that day. I just smiled and I walked out. So I went to check the pain medication that the doctor has ordered for the dad, and I took it to her. So she took the medication and was like, oh, thank you. And later when she was leaving, she saw me at the nurse's station by the computer typing, and this lady realized. Then she realized, because even when I went to give her the medication, she still didn't realize. She just thought maybe I just brought it to her. So at that point, when she realized it, the good thing she did was she apologized to me, which I actually appreciated, because some people never even, because some they even feel too big to just even come and apologize to you when they know that they've done something like that. I've been in a situation whereby it happened and the person just choose to ignore, even when they realize that this is what they have done. But this woman, she called me and she was like, oh, can I speak with you? And then she told me, oh, she's sorry, she didn't know I was the nurse. I'm like, oh, it's okay. And she was very, very sorry. Even the second day she saw me, she still apologized, and I'm like, it's okay, I understand, it's okay, let's not forget about it. She was like, oh, she's so sorry, she didn't mean it that way. I'm like, it's good. So these are some of the things you would face. Not talking about the doctors also looking down on you. So like, you have to prove yourself to everyone. You just have to prove yourself that I can do it. I didn't get here by mistake. I know what I'm doing. I am here because I went to school, I finished, I know what I'm doing. The fact that I'm not, a native speaker, or I'm not, 100% in the language, it doesn't underrate, my skills or what I can do or whatever. That's the reality of things, the reality of working as a black nurse in Germany. And I just, wanted to share this with you all. This is not to discourage you. If I can do it, you can do it. It's just to encourage you that, know that, just believe in yourself. Be strong, be determined. Focus on what you are doing. Focus on why you are there. And just do your job and know when to speak up. That is it. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching to this point. I know the video is a bit long. I wanted to just, bare my heart, say it all. Thank you so much, and see you all in my next video. Bye.